Faculty of Engineering was established in 1962, a very exciting place. It has 5 departments: Department of Chemical Engineering, Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, Department of Geomatics Engineering and Land Management, and Department of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering. The major achievements of the faculty is that it has produced many professionals who have developed many aspects of the life in Trinidad and Tobago. But most of the big buildings and most of the roads and most of the various developments we have in the region have already been pioneered by the engineers produced by this faculty. So this faculty has continued to grow from strength to strength. The major plans we have in our faculty is to first of all establish a course on engineering entrepreneurship, where we want our students to develop entrepreneurship skills so that when they go out with the knowledge they have gained here, they will be able to establish on their own and earn and help in the development of the country. Again, we have also established an engineering internship program, which will mean that when our students finish, they'll be more industry ready.
The Department of Chemical Engineering was established in 1960. It is a very unique department in that it consists of Chemical and Process Engineering, Food Science and Technology Unit, and a Petroleum Studies Unit. We offer 18 programs and award degrees in BSc, MSc, MPhil and PhD in Chemical Engineering, MSc, MPhil and PhD in Petroleum Geoscience, MSc, MPhil and PhD in Petroleum Engineering, MSc in Reservoir Engineering, and MSc in Petroleum Engineering and Management. We have 10 fully equipped laboratories to conduct our teaching and research. Our Chemical and Process Engineering are accredited by the IChemE of the UK, and our BSc and MSc program in the Petroleum Studies Unit are accredited by the Energy Institute of London. Another achievement is our outreach activities, whereby we were able to achieve $25 million in funding from industry and government agencies in support of our programs, internship, lectureship, research, scholarships, and also for software. Another achievement, our UWI SPE student chapter won the 2020 SPE Presidential Award for the first time. In addition, the head of department, which is myself, won the Latin America and Caribbean Petroleum Engineering Faculty Award, which was presented by the SPE International.
Well, the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering civil engineering is at the core of our very existence. Every building that we occupy, every road we use, every bridge we cross, it's because of the civil engineering design, so that we are the engineers who create the built environment in which people live and work and have their very existence. So we are about training young engineers in that field. Of course, there are many specialties in the field. There's structures, there's drainage, there's highways and transport, there's geotechnics, there's coastal. Of course, we look at the materials that we use. So there's some materials technology in there. So there are many different branches of civil engineering that one can embark upon based on one's interests. Of course, our undergraduates do a broad-based bachelor's in civil engineering or civil with environmental engineering. And then we have 3 master's degrees, one in construction engineering and management, actually it's 4, one in construction engineering and management, a Master of Science in civil engineering, Master of Science in civil with environmental engineering, and we also have a Master of Science in coastal engineering and management. And that's very important for the region because we are all these islands, and coastal erosion, protection of our coastal areas is very important. Another area that we are very concerned about is the issue of earthquakes and hurricanes. and we do teaching in terms of seismic design as well as research in that area. That we have been training engineers for Caribbean since 1961, where we started to train our undergraduate students, and then we moved on in 1977 to our first master's programs and etc. And therefore, quite a number of the civil engineering practitioners within the region have come out of our training program. We are engaged at this stage in some very important research. In structural engineering, we are engaged in research in the design and construction of earthquake and hurricane resistant structures. We are engaged in pavement design in terms of sustainable pavement materials. We are engaged in materials research as well in terms of more sustainable ways of producing concrete. And so that we're really looking for ways in which we can, through our knowledge and our research, improve the region's sustainable built environment, and that is one of our key objectives. Programs offer the young trainee engineer, as we call him, an opportunity, or him or her, because we do have a significant number of females in our programs, the opportunity to attain a level of academic attainment which would allow them, if they want to pursue that registered engineer or chartered engineer position, which of course, with some experience, of course, which puts them in line to chart their course in terms of civil engineering internationally. And that is one key element, because we have accredited programs. We are accredited by the Joint Board of Moderators of the UK. And the educational background that they would have had would enable them to take that chartered engineer course and continue as practitioners worldwide in engineering.
My department is the Department of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering. This is a department that has the largest undergraduate student intake within the faculty. Each year we take in about 120 students. 15 of those students enroll in our BSc in Industrial Engineering. Another 15 will enroll in the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering with a minor in Biosystems Engineering. And then the remaining 90 students will be part of our Mechanical Engineering program. Mechanical engineering is the study of how you utilize the principles of motion, forces, and energy to design, fabricate, operate, test, and maintain machines. So we generally deal with things that are in motion. So there are two major streams within mechanical engineering itself. There is the applied mechanics stream, which deals more with the forces and the motion. And then there is the thermal sciences stream, which deals with the energy and transformation of energy, etc. As I said, we also have an undergraduate industrial engineering program. And the industrial engineering program deals with how we efficiently use people, finances, methods, materials, and machines to create, to actually have an industrial system. As you can tell, mechanical engineering is really diverse. So some of the major achievements that we've had in the last few years would be the COCA research project, where we actually designed a suite of machines that are necessary for chocolate production from the field to the shelf. We looked at devices for harvesting, we looked at devices for processing the chocolate once it came out, all the way through to the till it gets to the shelf. Yeah, we also have industrial engineering. We took part in a foresighting, well, the industrial engineering team led the foresighting team for InvestTT, which is looking at ways of diversifying the Trinidad and Tobago economy. I think the most unique opportunity that our undergraduate program possesses is the opportunity for students to actually do design and build projects. Well, most are design and build, but we could also have projects that are industry related. But with the design and build projects, I think the students get the most excited about those because they get an opportunity to interact with a client. They get the opportunity to take someone's needs from just an abstract concept into something that is tangible. So in the past few years, we've had students who've looked at modeled the flow through the heart. We have students who are designing prosthetics. We have students who are, well, as I said before, we have the wave energy research. We have solar research as well. So I think the key, what is interesting to most, what the students like the most is the fact that they actually do a project. They can follow it through from concept to product. And if it's good enough, they can even patent it if they want to.
The Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering is one of the oldest in the University of the West Indies. We were actually established way back in 1963 as one of the first faculties in UE. Right now we offer one undergraduate program, which is a BSc in Electrical and Computer Engineering, and we have 5 exciting thematic areas that the students can specialize in. We also have one postgraduate program, which is the Masters of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. And again, there are 4 areas of specialization in that, where students can specialize in areas designed for the Caribbean job market. Of course, being a university, we offer research programs, so you can get an MPhil and a PhD in Electrical and Computer Engineering. And we have about 300 undergrad students and right now about 40 postgraduate students in the program. The department has had continuous accreditation, international accreditation for over 25 years. Right now we are accredited out of the United Kingdom by the IET. And what that means for us is that our programs are the same level as any offered in the world's best universities. Recently we also won the Vice Chancellor's Award for the best department in the university. Some of the higher management positions in industry are filled by people who have had degrees from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. So you find them in the energy industry and in power distribution and so on. Some of our graduates also work in some of the biggest companies in the world, for instance, Google, NASA, IBM. And right now, if you were to go back a little bit, people who are in the entertainment industry, the Phi instrument, which is a percussive harmonic instrument, was actually invented in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. And for maybe the more historically inclined, the Point Lisas Industrial Estate, one of the major architects of that was a former head of Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, that's Professor Kenneth Julian. If you think about it, electrical and computer engineering has an enormous role to play in our modern life. Power generation, communications, entertainment, transportation, medical health, all of those things depend on electrical and computer engineering. So in terms of our department, the work of that department is going to be relevant now and into the near future as we get past this COVID situation. Our students have their opportunities, for instance, as early as their second year, to go out into the community to use what skills they have to do a community project where they try to enhance their lives of a suitable community by using what knowledge they have obtained. We also have internships that are available, so students from their second year can qualify to have internships in some of our industries here. We also participate in international internships, which are very competitive, and every year we are able to get students, at least 1 or 2 of our students, into internships in NASA, in IBM, and the like.
The Department of Geomatics, Engineering and Land Management is concerned with the management of spatio-temporal information. So that is about space and time, and it deals with the sciences, it all deals with the concepts and the principles, it deals with the technology, and it deals with the application of spatio-temporal information. It was established in 1983 as the Department of Surveying Information, and then it went through a number of name changes as in order to stay relevant to the market. So it went through the Department of Surveying and Land Information, and then in 2009 it offered a new name to the public, which is the Department of Geomatics, Engineering and Land Management. The department offers 3 postgraduate courses that are for the superior academic environment, the PhD and MPhil in geoinformatics, a PhD and MPhil in surveying and land information, and a PhD and MPhil in urban and regional planning. There are 2 taught masters, MSc in geoinformatics and an MSc in urban and regional planning. At the undergraduate level, we offer 2 programs. One is the BSc in Geomatics, and the other one is BSc in Land Management with a focus on valuation. We also, being a good citizen of the Caribbean as part of the university, we offer tailored training programs for ministries and for some private entities in GIS, GPS, that's Global Positioning Systems, and any other special related techniques and principles that the public would want. Well, the department's business is to produce graduates that are well trained, well qualified, and we consider them to be our prime major achievements. Our graduates have been employed internationally in their fields and in fields where geomatics are applied, and a lot of them, even to date, are part of the leadership of many organizations. Geoinformatics and geomatics takes the position that everything occurs in space and time. So apart from the particular focus of dealing with the concepts and principles of geoinformatics, there is geoinformatics in support of other dimensions of social development. So in politics, in health, for instance, in the COVID-19 situation, our students are heavily involved in every map that you see that tracks the development and spread or control or monitoring of COVID-19 situation. In oil and gas, in other parts of engineering, in economic development. So there is the application part. So our students will always find unique opportunities as these people understand that management of information in space and time enhances their business. But also, as I said before, in the first part, which is that our students are uniquely involved in the specific field. So it's a specific field and also in the application.
So what I see in the post-COVID world is that engineering will now play a larger role in terms of organizing many short courses online. So many short courses could be delivered to professionals online. We now started doing was online teaching immediately, both for undergraduate and postgraduate students. So we have now started perfecting on it, and I'm seeing the post-COVID world in a situation now whereby we are ready to offer most of our courses online. In fact, we welcome our applicants, prospective applicants. We want them to come in. So whenever they come in, they are sure that all our undergraduate programs are internationally accredited by institutions of the United Kingdom. All of them, most of the postgraduate courses are also accredited. So when they come in here, they're going to see that All the labs, all the teaching, everything is up to a very high standard. And we're going to take care of them. We're happy, we welcome them in advance, and we assure them that they're going to have a good place here. And when they have already graduated, they're going to contribute a lot to the society.